Hello friends, I'm Father Salim Joseph. Welcome to EduSkills OED Made Easy. I'll tell you how to fall in love with this subtext reading. And today I'll be teaching you the strategies and tips for OED reading part B. Are you ready to travel with me? Today I'll tell you how to fall in love with the subjects. See, when I taught you about the B, you remember? The task is 6 short workplace extracts, workplace-based policies, regulations, procedures that need to be understood and followed in a medical workplace. So 6 MCQs with the 3 options. The main thing I told you is about general understanding of the text. That is, get the gist of the text. So in part B, I told you the skills you required is mainly general understanding of the text. Get the gist of the text. Okay, gist means main idea. The general understanding. What is the concept in the paragraph? And the precaution for you from today's discussions, I understood. Never ever try to read in your knowledge into the text. That's a criminal offense here. Okay, never ever read your knowledge into the text. You are supposed to answer as per the test. The best answer, you have to select the best answer according to the text, not according to your knowledge or professionalism, whatever. Okay, so what is it used for? What information is it trying to get across? Okay. General meaning, understand the general meaning. I want to draw your attention on that general meaning. Then we'll get back to you. We don't require all the so even I told you reading part B, skills require deeper reading and comprehension. Identifying and understand the focus of each question. Okay, first you understand the focus of each question, then the purpose, then the gist, main point, or a particular detail of your short text. But usually, as of now, today we are thinking about the purpose and gist or the general understanding of the text. You know the method. I need to explain the question first, then answer options, then text. Since it is B, the QAT method. Okay. Here, today's passage that we are discussing is this. Could somebody read this fast?
Which bone disease causes skeletal deformities and broken bones? Yeah. A. Osteoporosis. B. Paget's disease. C. Osteogenesis imperfecta. Shall I proceed, Father?
Yes, please.
Extract from research study, bone disease. Bone diseases are conditions that result in the impairment of normal bone function and can make bones weak. Weak bones should not just be excused as a natural part of aging. Strong bones begin in childhood. People of all ages can improve their bone health. The most common bone disease in osteoporosis is characterized by low bone mass and deterioration of bone structure. The osteoporosis can be prevented as well as diagnosed and treated. Low bone mass means that bones have less than optimal amounts of calcium and other minerals that make them strong. As a result of low bone mass, bones become weak and break or can fracture more easily. Bone fractures often occur from falling or other common accidents. Spine fractures can occur while doing daily activities without any trauma. Other bone diseases include Paget's disease and osteogenesis imperfecta. Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures.
Thank you. So this is the task that we are discussing today in the platforms. Okay. So what is the focus of the question? Keywords in the questions are which and causes skeletal deformities and broken bones are the main characteristics or focus given key phrases or words used in the question. So coming back here to the question statement, you know, I have highlighted some certain things. Let's see how it goes. See, this first sentence is the topic sentence that I told you That's very, very important sentence. That tells you what the paragraph is about, the whole text is about. So the focus should be over there. Normally first sentence, otherwise it can be second sentence. Sometimes it can be at the end, but normally it is in the beginning. And that is now this is a definition here. Okay. Yeah, a definition given here. And I told you 5 parts of the definition. We'll just look into it. The bone diseases is the name or the title, or is the verb, condition is the general class to which bone diseases belong. That is the connective word, result in the impairment of normal bone function and can make bones weak. Those are the 2 characteristics of this particular condition. So 5 parts of a definition is clearly given there. So it is a very professional definition. And as per our strategies, scale being used, the most common. The most common. And again, you have one more scale used here. Low bone mass. Low is another scale. I need not explain, I believe Less is another scale. Low is another scale. Often, always, seldom, all those, there's another scale. So you see how many scales are being used here beautifully. Then you have the comparison used here, less than. Okay, again, strong. Make them strong is comparison. And I could not complete that PPT, I was just trying now. Then modal verbs, you have can and can again here. And you have cause and effect language as a result of, almost through 3 sessions, I told you cause and effect language is very important. That also tells you what is the answer to confirm. You don't require all these strategies, clues to confirm your answer, but here you see them in plenty to understand what is the focus of the text or general result of the text. So skeletal deformities. So now you see the synonyms being used, how beautifully it is used. Synonymous language, not synonyms, synonymous language being used. Skeletal deformities in the question, and it is given here in the text, deterioration of bone structure, bones become weak, low bone mass. All this means skeletal deformities. And the keyword phrase in question, another one is broken bones, bones break, bone fracture, spine fractures. So that's repeatedly given throughout the paragraph. So that tells you where you have to focus. Let's see just an explanation of this. Question type is gist or general idea of the paragraph. Most often you have this type of question in part B. Once you master it, it's going to be very easy for you. Maybe just by reading the first sentence, you will be able to understand which of the answer options are correct. Language competency assessed here is ability to understand synonymous language. That's what I told you. Skeletal deformities is given in the question statement, whereas in passage, you have the synonymous deterioration of bones, bones become weak, low bone mass. Another key phrase in the question statement is broken bones, and you have in the passage text, these are these synonymous language used: bones break, bone fracture, spine fractures. Another one is scale, as I told you, the most common, low bone mass, less than. So most, low, less, all these are scales being used, telling you often. That's also another scale being used to tell you this is the answer. Okay, confirming and reconfirming the answer. Comparison is make them strong and have less than. So that's also comparison. And more easily, that also is a comparison. Then you have modal verbs, can, fracture, can, occur, all those modal verbs. Again, you have, how beautifully they have given you, see, cause and effect language as a result of, that you will see later. As a result of, there are so many things being explained, I'll tell you that. And definition, bone diseases are conditions that result in the impairment of normal bone function and can make bones weak. So I told you in the definition, there are 5 parts: name, verb, class, the connective word, which, who, where, or that, and the characteristics. All these 5 parts are seen in this particular definition, which says it is a very professional definition. One example I gave you, if you have to define an accountant, An accountant is a person who analyzes and deals with finances. So an accountant is the name, and is the verb. A person is the class to which he belongs. Who is the connective word. Analyzes and deals with finance are the task or characteristics. A computer, I told you when you define, a computer is a machine that stores and processes information. So a computer is the name of the thing that you are defining. Is the verb. A machine is the class to which the computer belongs. That is the connective word. Stores and processes information are the two characteristics of that computer. Or I told you, if you have to DBT, if you have to define, deep vein thrombosis is the name, is the verb being used. A condition is the class to which DBT belongs, and where is the connective word, and a clot forms in the calf veins is the feature of that particular condition. So I told you also about the strength, and why I'm telling you to understand gist, that's very important. This paragraph belongs to first type of paragraph, topic sentence in the beginning. Very definition is the topic sentence. So you know what is going to be the answer from the topic sentence. So out of the 4 models, this belongs to the first model, and most often, most of the texts belong to the first model. So this is the model. I gave you this example that day when I taught you. Just I'm reminding you, this paragraph has this particular paragraph structure. So the topic sentence tells you what is the answer. The key word or focus should be, and also I told you about the scales. If you have to remind yourself, and scales, there are plenty here used in this particular small, short text. The scale all is not most is not many, many is not a few, or some, few, a few is not few. Okay. A scale is always, sometimes, occasionally. So any type of scales can appear here. Okay. So, and synonyms, I told you, it could be something like beautiful can be said as gorgeous, handsome, lovely, exquisite, all those things. Just for an idea. See, comparison can be, see, the strong, stronger, long, longer, weak, weaker, big, bigger. So the stronger the value of the Australian dollar and the longer it stays strong, the weaker our economic activity will be next year. So understand the comparisons, contrast, high, low, big, small, anxious, cheap, expensive. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. Okay, I'll correct. Absolute darkness, adjectives. Absolute is the adjective. Firm is the adjective. Unfamiliar is the adjective. So absolute darkness, firm, connection, unfamiliar things. We don't have adjectives many here. And also, I just want to recall these things. Be focused on these synonyms and synonymous language. This is the example I gave you for synonyms. But synonyms means the different words means same. Whereas synonymous is a phrase where you have different phrases given or the same meaning given using different words. Okay, cause and effect language, I always stressed it. Today we have the use of cause and effect language. If you don't understand the cause and effect language, today's answer will be difficult. Not only that, any questions on gist or the basic understanding of general idea of the text will be really challenging. So the example I gave you, I want to repeat. Industrialization is the cause of global warming. That can be said as global warming is the result of industrialization. Industrialization leads to global warming. And all those model verbs, you know, I need not tell you. Okay, getting back to the whole thing. See here, as a result of low bone masses, bones become weak and break. Weak and break. Weak means skeletal deformity. Break means broken bones. How beautifully it is being used. You can just check out. See, as a result of bone mass, bones become weak. Bones become weak due to low bone mass. So here, the bones become weak is the synonym of skeletal deformities, and bones break is the broken bones. So beautifully it is given. So only idea that you are being misguided, saying that while doing all these things, till here, till trauma, it speaks about the first option. Okay, which is the first option? Osteoporosis. And other bone diseases include Paget's disease and osteogenesis imperfecta. Okay, Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures, but doesn't say about the C option at all. It speaks about the B option. Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures. So what is the general idea of the paragraph? For example, I am telling you 1 hour, I am teaching you about Ramayana. At the end, I tell you, even in Mahabharata, another Purana, there are real heroes like you have in Ramayana. Okay, last sentence, I tell you one sentence after 1 hour session on Ramayana. I am telling you, even in a Purana called Mahabharata, we have such heroes that you found in Ramayana. So what was the session about? Now we can answer.
Ramayana.
Ramayana. Is it about Mahabharata?
No.
No. So the whole paragraph speaks till here, trauma. The whole paragraph speaks about Ramayana, osteoporosis. Okay. Then they say there are some other diseases like this. Even one of them have this particular difficulty of skeletal deformity and fractures. So what is the gist or the main idea of the paragraph, focus of the paragraph? It is osteoporosis, which is clearly given in the very definition. Okay. There they start with that condition, diseases, then you start here. Osteoporosis, the most common, the scale tells you, bone disease is osteoporosis. The most common bone disease. Which is the bone disease? The most common bone disease. The scale being used confirms you that is the answer. Whereas here, you don't have any scales being used. It's never explained. Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures. Now strategies are being used there. So being trained in strategically, you should never have a doubt, because the most common bone disease is osteoporosis. Which bone disease causes, means which is the disease, prominent disease, is characterized by low bone mass, which means skeletal deformities, deterioration of bone structure, the skeletal deformities, all synonymous. Osteoporosis can be prevented as well as diagnosed and treated. That's a common comment there in between. Low bone mass means that bones have less than optimal amounts of calcium and other minerals that make them strong. Means the bones are weak. They have less optimal amounts of calcium and other minerals. So again, it speaks about skeletal deformity. As a result of low bone mass, bones become weak and bones break. Okay. So beautifully it is given again and again. Ramayana is being explained. Okay, then why do you doubt about Mahabharata? It's only a casual information given at the end, telling that even in these diseases, sometimes this happens. Okay, but then all other sentences with all the strategies, the scale, so many expressions of scale, comparison, cause and effect language, everything is being even model verbs, everything is stressed and explained. Then my confusion, why do you get a doubt there? As per the strategies I taught you, what causes a doubt over there, and what argument do you have to say that Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures? And if they are to give you the direct answer, it's not a competitive exam. Okay, it's like primary school. Directly they are saying, this is it. Paget's disease causes skeletal deformities and fractures. These are the tricks they play to trap you. So you should immediately say, you can't play that trick with me. I am going to play my trick with you. I am a master of tricks. So cool, I know. Very beginning, as soon as you understand one scale. That's why I said, look into these clues as you skim through the text. Whether there is a scale, whether there is a comparison, there is a cause and effect language, and whether there's a contrast, immediately you can find, maybe after the contrast expression, but however, you have the answer. Here it begins after defining the condition, bone diseases, it begins with the most common bone disease is osteoporosis.